everyone, thank you so much for joining me today. I'm Anna, this is my channel, Heart and Hobby. I'm so happy to have you here today because we are going to be doing a bullet journal setup for the year 2022. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button below. You can also find me at myheartandhobby.com. That's my blog. I'll be posting some more stuff about the bullet journal and the process. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest. Again, those are all just Heart and Hobby. You can look me up. I will be sharing some additional information about the bullet journal. And if you're new here and this is your first time watching, please comment below. I want to say hi. I want to meet you. I want to introduce myself. And I want to know, maybe you're new to bullet journaling. Maybe you've been doing it for a couple of years. Maybe you have some cool ideas of your own or questions. Comment below. I'm happy to have someone, reach out and just say, hey, how do I do this? Or what's your idea for this? I'm more than happy to help. So I can't wait to meet all of you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Crazy. I can't believe either that this year 2021 is almost over. It was a really big year for me. I turned 30, I had my first baby, just so many different things happened, and I was really happy because I was really able to capture a lot of it in my journal last year. And so maybe you're new to journaling, maybe this is the first time you've ever done something like this, or maybe you're curious as to what it involves. I personally love bullet journaling. It is one of my favorite hobbies, one of my favorite pastimes. It gives me a few minutes to myself during the day. I get to spend time being creative. I really enjoy it. I think it's something that really brings me a lot of peace and a lot of joy. And I love it because I'm able to look back and just see all these crazy memories of what I did, and like things that were important to me, or things that, maybe I was like nervous about, or goals that I had set for myself and what I was able to achieve. And so I really love this project. I really love this process. Everything about it really brings me so much joy. And I hope if you're starting that this process brings you joy too. You guys, a couple of the OG journals that I had. Here was my first one that I ever did from 2017. You can see how tiny it is. It was a hardback. This was the first time I had started doing a bullet journal. And so you can see here I have all these really fun memories and just cool things. Like looking back, it's just so fun to see all the different things that I used to get up to. It's so crazy. And so and you can see even in the back of this one, I didn't even stay that committed. You can, like, I did it, but I just didn't write in it that much. And then you go on, and I moved again. I had another hardcover one in 2018, but I got like really creative with how I did my outlines with stuff. And then in 2019, I moved to softcover. Now I've been using softcover ever since, and I really like it. I think it's easier to use, easier to write on. Last year I found this company, Minimalist Art, and I'll link them below. I love these ones. These are my absolute favorite ones that I've ever used. It's my favorite journal. Not sponsored or anything. I just really love them. So I just thought I'd share with you guys so that you can see which journal I'm going to be using today. So anyway, thank you so much. Let's get started. So first, let's start with saying goodbye to our 2021 journal. Bye! And let's say hello to our brand new Minimalist Art Journal. You can see me here. I'm just unwrapping it. When they send it, it's sent in plastic. It has a nice little white sleeve and a couple little things on the inside. This company is out of San Francisco, and I am so glad that I found them. It is honestly one of my favorite journals that I have ever used, and I love a brand new journal. To get started, I start making notes and annotate where I'm going to put things in the journal. I start with the hello page, goals page. I have months at a glance. I did change a couple of things, but this is just a preliminary layout of where I want to put all my different aspects of my journal. I'm super excited to show you guys my theme this year. It is Let Them Eat Cake. So this was inspired by a couple of different elements, but basically the theme for this year is going to be dessert, and I cannot wait to show you guys what I have in mind. So I actually thought that I had recorded myself drawing and sketching out each of the pages. I in fact did not, but I did manage to record myself drawing it, thank God. So here I am filling in the different elements of my hello page, and as you can see here, it is 2 cakes stacked on top of each other. It says hello 2022, and I'm just doing a simple black outline. I am using the Copic multi-liner in black. It is 0.3. I chose this one just because it is small enough to keep the fine details that I want. I then erased the pencil underneath using the Staedtler Mars plastic eraser. I'm then coloring the top cake with my light pink Tomboy water-based brush number 761. I then used my jelly roll marker, the white number 10 to do the fill-ins. Then I just use a simple light gray number N95 of Tomboy for the outside of the glass, and just to kind of give it that dome effect, like a little cake stand. And then I took a darker pink and put dots on the top cake. This was Tomboy number 723, and I just kind of give it like a little cute little girly effect. So then I actually went back and filled in the 2s on 2022. I thought that would give it a little bit of a stronger appearance. So I took my time filling those in just to really make sure that that stood out, because it is the title page and the front page that you're going to turn to when you open the journal. As you can see, I choose to do a lot of the black outline before just because it's easier to fill in the color after. So, and you can see my next question was yellow or purple, and I let my husband choose and he chose purple. So we have a bottom purple cake. I actually think it turned out really cute, very girly, which is kind of what I was going for. Again, my theme this year is going to be desserts, and it is based on 2 things that I really love. That is the Great British Bake Off show, which is been my favorite show for years, and Marie Antoinette and her famous saying, "Let them eat cake," which supposedly she never actually let them say. But that is my theme for this year's bullet journal. So you can see I just did another little overline of the purple. I used a dark purple, and that was Tomboy color 553. So you can see here I'm going back with the gray Tomboy color N95 and just filling it in to make it look like a glass bottom. I forgot to erase a part, so I had to go back and fix that. But again, just filling it in. I'm not looking for perfection here. I just wanted to finish. So there it is. There's my title page. Isn't it cute? It's so much fun. I'm really happy with how it turned out. Moving on to the next page of my journal, and this is my goals page. Again, I put this at the front of my journal just because it's going to be one of the first pages I see, and it's nice to have a reminder of the goals that I set for the year. So as you can see, I am drawing an outline, an aerial view of the top of a plate with a cake on it, and this plate is actually inspired by a real plate that they sell from southern France. It's a Limoges plate. It's really beautiful, and it actually has holes cut into the plate. I don't know the name of the company. I can't remember it at the moment, but I'll make sure to include that at the bottom just in case you guys are interested in seeing it. They're all handmade and they are beautiful. So then I wrote out goals for the year, and you can see I wrote upside down. I'm so proud of myself for that. I thought that was really cool. Then I went back and just erased the pencil underneath. Now I'm drawing in my cake. I was trying to make it, again, an aerial view, making it look like there's a slice of cake just sitting on the plate. I used Tomboy yellow for the edge of the cake. That was $9.91. Then I used light pink and dark pink for the centers of the cake. The light pink was $7.61 and $7.23 for the dark pink. Then I used a little light gray to make it look like a coconut top frosting, and that was again the N95. So now I'm making what's called, I believe they're called loganberries in France. I actually used one of my Crayola markers to make the berries with that because it just, I didn't have the right color in my Tomboy set that I liked, but I like that better. Now I'm making my strawberries, and again I used another Crayola pen, and I'm just putting the little tops on them. That green is a Tomboy green, and it is $1.92. And then I went and I made blueberries. I wasn't like initially happy with the color I'd chosen. It was a Crayola color, but actually looking back on the page, I actually really liked the blue brightness of those berries. And so then I went back and just added a couple more loganberries in between. And I took my jelly roll to add some white highlighter on the berries themselves, a little bit on the cake. And then I went back to the cake and actually added a little bit more definition to the crumb coating, and I used color 946 for this. So I did include the 5 goals that I have for myself this year. I actually think I'm going to put more surrounding the plate, kind of just a little bit more in depth about what I want those goals to really mean for me in 2022. So moving on to my favorite page of my bullet journal right now, and this is going to be my quote page. So what I'm doing here is setting my theme. Again, I am putting the quote from, supposedly the unquote, from Marie Antoinette, which is, "Let them eat cake." So I'm outlining the letters in a dark pink. This is Tomboy 723. And basically I'm doing a monochromatic theme for this page. All of the letters have been outlined and colored in with this Tomboy color 723. I just really wanted like a kind of cool, vibey, let them eat cake kind of quote style for one of my front pages. I thought this was really cool, and I'm actually really impressed with how this turned out. It took me a while to figure out that lettering, but once I got it, it looked just right. And so I just took my time filling it in and making it really stand out. You can see I did 2 different fonts just to kind of make it aesthetic. And then I went on to filling in Marie Antoinette down there at the bottom. Now, I did try to draw her from likeness. It was not easy. I am not great at people drawing. Faces I have a hard time with. Right now, she kind of looks like a skeleton person, but I really, really like the way that this turned out. I thought this was a really cool, vibey way to set the aesthetic for my journal this year. Marie Antoinette is actually one of my favorite historical figures. She is, like me, half Austrian, and then she was actually Austrian, and then she had to move to France when she was a young age to be married off. And I've always loved her story. She really is a woman of inspiration. I'm also aware of the controversy surrounding her and her husband's position as the king and queen or Dauphine of France, and so I understand just kind of what that means in a historical context as well, especially when we look at her in regards to modern day. But I really enjoyed drawing her. I thought it was really fun, and I really loved the movie with Kirsten Dunst of Marie Antoinette, and so I just thought this was a really fun theme for 2022. It was kind of lighthearted and fun, and I love the British Bake Off, and one of my goals with my mom is to kind of bake something each month, and so I'm hoping that we really achieve that. So I am so excited to show you guys what the rest of the journal is going to look like. You're going to have to come back for part 2 of what that is going to look like, because I will be showing you my January layout in part 2 of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching today. It was so much fun getting to share my bullet journal setup. I am going to release a part 2 to this, and it is going to be the monthly setup and the month of January. So make sure to look out for that video. I will be posting that very shortly as well. And so if you guys have any questions, comments, if you're starting bullet journaling and you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and subscribe, because I will be sharing more creative bullet journal ideas with you guys. I can't wait. I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Happy New Year. I will see all of you in the new year. Sending you all my love. Have a great day.